Hello everyone, welcome to the Corner Library on this, the first day of June. Today is Sunday. I am filming this as always, usually I film it on a Sunday so that I can upload it for you for Monday. So today is the 1st of June, the first of winter for Australia. It is cold. It's beautiful and sunny outside, although it is expected to get a little cloudy, and I can just see some clouds coming over from the west. But it's chilly, and I'm quite enjoying it actually. I'm not disappointed at all. It's a little chilly, but a lovely day, and all the colours of autumn are still on the trees, slowly losing their leaves, which is telling us that we are definitely coming into winter. Right, excuse me everyone, I still have that, excuse me everyone, I beg your pardon, I still have the residual of the flu. It's now just an annoying little cough and, just runny eyes and things like that, but nothing too severe, thankfully. But Mark has been unwell with it, so I've obviously passed it on to him, sadly, but he's doing well as well. Oh, and Ella is doing really well. She has certainly adapted to being the only horse on the property. There is a sadness to her. There's definitely still she's not as vivacious as she once was, but that's not always a bad thing either. She was a little bit flighty, which can then lead to trouble. It can lead horses, when they're a bit flighty like that, it can lead them into, going through fences and doing silly things. Whereas now she's rather settled. We're in a routine. She gets fed in the morning and at night by the gate. So she's in that routine now, which is good. She's definitely a changed horse, but that's going to happen. She went from a herd of, we had 8 horses here. Some of them were rescue, some of them were my competition horses when I was competing in dressage, but now she's the only one. So it's a little sad, but all of us have to cope with things like that, and Ellie certainly is doing much better than what we anticipated actually. Now she's really come into her own now, so that's good. I'm happy about that. That's the update I think for today. Oh, I haven't turned my lights on here. I have to turn these lights on for you. Oh, they're not very strong, are they? But anyway, okay, I have a few that I have plucked off the shelf randomly. I thought rather than any particular theme, we would. Well, most of our novels, we do that, don't we? It's a little bit just what I have read or what I've enjoyed. But this is really random because I haven't read any of these this week. No, I haven't. These are from previous weeks. I have been busy getting ready because when you watch this, presumably tomorrow Monday morning, the 2nd of June, I will already be on my way I will be driving myself to a wonderful destination by the sea. I'm doing that for a number of reasons. The main reason was for me to have a little bit of downtime and a little bit of a reset and a bit of self-care. I also have a number of I can't go into detail with you just yet. It will be a long time before I can, but I do have a task or another venture that I am delving into, and I need to take time away to think about that and to work to begin it. That's the best way I can tell you. That it's not a big secret, but I don't want to say anything yet in case it really doesn't come to anything, particularly if it doesn't come to fruition as I would like it to. So I will leave that for now. But that is one of the reasons why I'm going away, is just to take a little bit of time to have a think about this project and I have already begun it, but I really need to begin it in earnest. So that's one thing. And then It's also to have a reset. I just want to walk along the beach. I want to just take my time, have no appointments, no responsibilities apart from myself. So there's that. And then along the way, I thought I would make use of that time by filming for the other channel, Australian Book Travels. I will film some towns along the way and on the way back home. I'm just going away for 4 nights. So Mark is staying here. He is taking some time off work so that he can concentrate on everyone, all the animals here and the house. And he is working part of that time as well. So, and he works from home a lot of the time. So, yeah, that gives him a little bit of peace and quiet away from me so that I'm not annoying him with, questions or noise around the house. And it gives me some time away. So I'm really looking forward to it. By the time you watch this on Monday, if you do watch it on Monday, I will be either driving or have arrived at my destination, depending on what time you watch it. And I'm taking you away with me too. I'm taking the corner library away. Whenever I see perhaps a street free library or a lovely bookshop, even just taking you for a walk along the beach, I'd like to do that just to give you a little bit of an insight into what I'm doing. I would actually like to also show you the accommodation I'm staying at, and we can have a bit of a chat. I can tell you what I'm reading whilst I'm away, and yeah, we can just do a little bit of an unusual book recommendation for next week. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So hopefully it'll all turn out well. Okay, let's get into it. Glasses on. Okay, these are all random. I read them quite some time ago, so do forgive me if I get them a little bit, if I stammer or stutter, or if I have to correct myself in the subtitles. Now, if you have watched me for any period of time, if you know me at all from Australian Book Travels, you will know that Freeman Crofts is one of my favourite, probably my favourite detective crime authors. He is one of the most famous. In fact, he outsold Agatha Christie in the 30s and 40s. He was far more famous, and I have discussed this in the past as to why the likes of Freeman Crofts is not now as famous as Agatha Christie. We could debate that all day, but the fact is he did outsell Agatha Christie at one point, and he has quite a number of novels with his Inspector French. These are a republish. They're in this format. I have a few of them, and I have presented some of them in the past on Australian Book Travels. This one is A Losing Game, written in about, I think this was written in about 1940, early 1940s anyway. This is, A Losing Game. In fact, I'm just going to check that I'm right on that. I'm sure it's 1940s. Let me have a look. Yes, 1941. Hey, kudos to me. Okay, so, and this is the Collins Crime Club. So this is the style that the new style that they have been presenting Inspector French. I really enjoy Freeman Crofts because there is more police procedure at the time in the 40s and the 30s and the 50s. So it's more about police procedure, and we get into the mind of Inspector French and what he's thinking and how he's working out and detecting. I thoroughly enjoyed this. This was, I won't go into detail, but this is essentially about a blackmailer. I really enjoyed it. I love Freeman Crofts anyway. I think his writing is, he's English, or he was English. The writing is that older style. It's a slower pace, mainly because we don't have mobile phones or internet, computers and things. It is an older style. Obviously, because it's set in and was written in the early part of the 19th century, 20th century, 1900s. I thoroughly enjoyed this, and they're usually around about 250, 270 pages. How much is this? Yeah, it's around about 270 pages. So if you get to see them, this is as I say, the new the new publication of these. They're all in different colours and they're of the same size, and they have this artwork which I really like too. But yeah, Freeman Croft is definitely my favourite. I think it would have to be my favourite. Yeah, I think, yeah, I'm going to say that definitely is absolutely. I really like the style of writing. Although George's Simenon with Maigret is up there as well, everyone. But anyway, suffice to say, I love Freeman Croft's detectives. I love the Inspector French. I love his plots and storylines. I really enjoy the style of writing. I think you'll get a lot out of this if you are into detective, if you are into period crime. Of course, it's written in that time, so it's not contemporarily written and then period, but it's true to the period. I really enjoy it. Really, really enjoy it. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I spoke to you about and presented to you The Lady Vanishes, which was originally written as The Wheel Spins by Ethel Lena White. This is the British Library Crime Classics. This is Fear Stalks the Village. Again, British Library, with all their crime classics, are republishing all of these fantastic, even with Freeman Crofts, a whole plethora. John Dixon Carr, Ethelina White, Freeman Crofts, all of the really classic, apart from Agatha Christie. I don't think they're... No, I don't think they've published any of hers. This is the style, this is the artwork that the British Library are republishing these in. This one is, look, Ethel Lena White's The Wheel Spins, which was subsequently made into a movie by Alfred Hitchcock and retitled The Lady Vanishes, is brilliant. It is a very much a psychological thriller. Probably that's why Alfred Hitchcock enjoyed it and turned it into a movie. This one is more about poison pen letters in an English village. From memory, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I wouldn't present to you any... Look, all of the British Library crime classics, I think I have not been disappointed at all. I am collecting them slowly, so I probably have... If I look on the shelf, I probably have... not that many, maybe 20 of them. There are well over 100 that they have republished, and they are continually doing so. Yeah, so I'm each time I go into Melbourne, I try and Dimmicks in Melbourne are not the only bookshop to sell them, but they do have a really big range of them. So I enjoy going in there, and if I get one or two each time I visit, not always, but generally, and yeah, I'm collecting them, but I'm thoroughly enjoying each and every one of them. There's not one that I haven't enjoyed so far. I really enjoy those golden age crime classics. I enjoy the style of writing. I enjoy the mystery behind it because it is that slower pace, no mobile phones, no computers, and in some cases, no vehicles. People are walking everywhere, or they bicycle, they take their bicycle, or they take a horse. I enjoy them. So yeah, this one is about a poison pen from memory. Let me just check, everyone. Yes, it's poison pen, yeah. Thoroughly enjoyed it. She's a great writer, and the British Library are definitely publishing or republishing these, and they're doing a jolly good job of it. So that's that one. Now, another great golden age crime writer is Patricia Wentworth. This is her Miss Silver series, The Silent Pool. Miss Silver really rivaled Miss Marple, Agatha Christie's Miss Marple, in the 20s and 30s. Patricia Wentworth wrote a lot more in the Miss Silver series than Agatha Christie did with Miss Marple. This one is about she is, let me just remember this. Yeah, she's an actress, and she believes that somebody is trying to kill her, and there are different things that happen along the way that lead us to believe that. Then a friend of hers is actually murdered. And so the story begins and the story starts unraveling. This is really good. Patricia Wentworth, again, like Ethelina White and Freeman Wells Crofts, I mean, they're just brilliant, brilliant golden age detectives, golden age crime writers. I love them. So if you haven't read Patricia Wentworth, again, these are being republished in this style with the lovely colours and the lovely artwork. But I do believe British Library are also, I'm fairly sure. And there's another publishing place in England, which I may, when I remember, I'll put in the subtitles. I'm just wondering, no, before I say anything, I'll check and then I'll put it in the subtitles below. But I know she's definitely, this is a reprint, a republish. And this is by, who's republished this? Oh, this is by Hodder. And I've told you the others, didn't I? This, yeah, the Collins Crime Club Classics, British Library, and this one is Hodder. But I'm fairly sure, anyway, I'll get back to you on that, because they're all brilliant if you enjoy that golden age crime and that wonderful style of English writing. They're a must. Now, one that I read a long, long time ago, I think this is probably mid-2000s, maybe 2013 or 14. This is Pan Macmillan. This is The Violinist of Venice. Now, this is by Alyssa Palombo. We are approximately, I think, 500 pages. Yeah, 423 pages. This is about Vivaldi. So this is his mistress and his music. Absolutely beautiful, beautifully researched, beautifully written. And if you enjoy classical music, particularly Vivaldi, or history, or intrigue, this is definitely one to buy, and this is definitely one to read. This is The Violinist of Venice, a story of Vivaldi. I absolutely enjoyed this. I don't even, to be honest, you don't even really have to be a lover of Vivaldi. You just have to appreciate the period and the story, the life that was led at that time. So I recommend this one. It's absolutely beautiful and is definitely one for your shelf. Now, the last one for today, everyone. This is going to be a quick one because I'm taking my glasses on, off. I'm just very mindful of the fact that the light comes and reflects into the camera, and I don't want that annoying you. Yes, I'm trying to make this relatively short, she says, as she waffles on, because I'm going to be packing the car this evening so that I can make a very early start in the morning. I think I'm probably going to be leaving at around about 7 o'clock in the morning, maybe perhaps a little earlier. But yes, I have a few things that I would like to get done today, as well as uploading this video. So I have the car is partially packed, but I still have a little bit of packing to do. I want to make sure that Mark knows the routine with the animals. There's not an awful lot to do, but there is still a pattern that the animals appreciate when they're being fed and their water refreshed. So I have yet to do that, and I think that's it. And just perhaps a little bit of a tidy up before I leave of the house. So, on, off, on, off. Now, this is an Australian author, Sophie Beaumont. Some of you may have read this. This is recent. I think it was 2022. She says recent. That was a few years ago now, wasn't it? I think, hang on, let me just check for you all. Of course it's going to, pages are stuck together, everyone. No, this is 2024. Okay, but it feels as though I read it a little bit, perhaps I read it when it first came out. Just feels like quite some time ago. This is A Secret Garden in Paris. Now, this is Australian author with some Australian characters in France. 3 different women, and just their lifestyle, their what life presents to them and how they react to that. I think that's all I really want to tell you. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I don't want to tell you too much more. If we go into too much detail, like I always say to you, sometimes if you start telling the story, you really then have to tell the whole story. And I don't want to do that because there is a lot to be. First of all, you have to experience that. You have to find it for yourself and explore it. On top of that, it's what I get out of it is a little different to what you perhaps would get out of something like this. So I know sometimes I've read novels and there have been reviews on it and they've said, oh, this is about friendship. And when I've read the novel, that is not the first thing in my mind. It could be that it was about a sense of time or place, or about renewing life, and friendship was just the last thing on my mind about the novel. So these things are to be explored for ourselves, but I can say that Sophie Beaumont should be really proud of this. It's beautiful. The cover's lovely as well. Now, she wrote the Paris Cooking School also, if any of you have read that. Just really, really lovely story. As I say, about 3 women, not all Australian. One of them is, I think, from memory. But they're all in Paris. I enjoyed this. I think it's beautifully written. And how many pages are we, everyone? Around about 300, I'd say. There you go, 306. So, yeah, I take from all of these what you will. I mean, the murder mysteries are a little different. It is about the murder mystery. And you can pluck other things out of it, such as that the author concentrates on police procedure, or they concentrate on village life. But with these sort of novels, there is so much you can gain from it, and everyone will take something a little different, whether it's the friendships that are forged, or the location that people find themselves in, or the lives they've left behind. What you focus on will be at the forefront of the story. I really enjoyed this. I truly, truly did, and I all kudos to Sophie. I think she's done a lovely job on that. And something like The Violinist of Venice, this is an interpretation of Vivaldi's life, so you have to take that with for what it's worth, but there has historical content here. So there are facts, and then you can interpret the rest of the story as you will, whether someone is being overly floral about the subject, particularly the person who is the subject, or whether you think that they focus too much on one part of the life and not another. But overall, it is a biography, and we have to look at that for what it is. Does that make sense, everyone? We all get something out of whatever it is that we read. But I think with crime novels, particularly the old style, it is the murder mystery, and it's whether it has fooled us or intrigued us. Whereas, biographies, of course, we find the lives interesting, and we find things are revealed that perhaps we didn't know. But when we come to fiction, it's all about the reader and what you source from the novel. It can be that it's just a really lovely, relaxing read. It can be frivolous, or it can have more meaning for you. And this definitely does. It's really lovely, and I recommend it. And it's Australian author. It's wonderful. So that's it, everyone. That's The Violinist of Venice by Elisa Palombo. Sophie Beaumont, A Secret Garden in Paris. And then we have my favourite genre, which is crime mysteries, Patricia Wentworth, The Silent Pool, Fear Stalks the Village by Ethelina White, and Inspector French's A Losing Game by Freeman, Wills, Crofts. Bit of a mouthful, everyone. But they are all really interesting. I thoroughly enjoyed them when I read them. It has been a while. Maybe perhaps some of them I will reread in the future, but they will definitely stay on my shelves, definitely, because they've all been worthy reads. Okay, everyone, I think that's it. I'm going to chuff off and do a little bit of packing, a little bit more packing, and get excited about tomorrow's venture. I really do. Whenever I go away, I love leaving very early. The earlier the better. If I could leave 4 o'clock in the morning, I would. I just have that, to me, that really presents a sense of adventure when you're going off early. But to be sensible about it, I'll probably leave at about 7 in the morning, I think. And then I have some towns to film on the way, and I'll take a leisurely drive. Perhaps if we see some bookshops or street-free libraries, I will also take advantage of that. I'm looking forward to it, everyone. I'm looking forward to just a little bit of time away and really not beginning, but getting my teeth into this new project that I have. That will be revealed all in good time. But if it comes to fruition, it may all crash and burn, but we'll see. So yes, I'm looking forward to it. And I hope you all have a wonderful week. I hope you're enjoying the spring into summer in the Northern Hemisphere, and if you're here in Australia or if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, that you're enjoying that presentation into winter. I really do enjoy the change of seasons. So to me, each season presents new life, new beginnings, new ventures. It's wonderful. I love it. Okay, I will stop waffling on now, and I will leave you all. Have a wonderful week. Enjoy reading, whatever you read, whatever time you read, however fast or slow you read. Enjoy it, revel in it, and I will see you next Monday. I don't think I'll see you before then. I will film for you before then, but I will probably see you next Monday, if not on Australian Book Travels on Saturday for the next venture around Australia, somewhere. Okay, everyone, take care, look after yourselves, happy reading, good eating. You know I always do enjoy good food. And I will see you next episode, whenever that is. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.